Welcome back to another episode of Pretty Busy Besties.
Pretty busy besties. Yeah, self-care, Sundays, flights out the country. Boss moms blowing and we getting money. Okay, good food, good vibes. Girls support girls, manifesting dreams while we conquer the world. Real life, real love, champagne cheers. Best friends talking through the highs and tears. Pretty busy besties, come ride with us. Empowered women, yeah, that's us. Pretty Busy Besties podcast.
How's everyone doing today? What's up, besties? How are we doing today? I don't know. We're good. It's the day of the Lord, so we're blessed. And it's a beautiful day.
Amen.
I love such a day. So let's talk about our bestie confessions for the week. Yeah. What's everyone been going through? What's everyone had going on? Keeping them busy.
Just came back from a cruise. So going back to work was rough. But other than
back to
that,
reality was
back.
You're still on island time, island mommy.
Island teen, you know? But I mean, luckily I love my job. So there's like, I was good to go back and like do my job. But yeah, I wish I was still on the beach.
I feel that. Well, me, I'm getting ready for some trips. So what has been keeping me busy is trying not to eat everything in the fridge and keep it cute, low cal, low carb, but I'm also a nursing mommy, so I want to eat everything.
As you
But
should.
it's less calories, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so nursing has got to balance. It's getting me back. It's getting me
Okay.
But yeah, that's honestly stressful because what is it with like a trip and we feel that we have to be like XYZ on the scale
Yes.
to go on the trip? Like, am I the only one that feels like that? Or...
I think it's because when you go on that trip, you're gonna eat. So
yeah,
yeah.
I need to lose 10 pounds before I
because
eat.
I'm like, I got 3.5 pounds
back.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I need to be down another 3.5 pounds, y'all. So cheer me on. I got 7 days to do that.
Same.
But, it's fine. It's all fine. It's gonna be fine.
I feel like we're opposite.
So
Yeah.
I have a trip coming up too.
Yeah.
That I'm really excited for to be on the beach. Time is moving so slow because I'm so ready for this trip. But it's a nice family trip. But what's crazy is no one prepares you to have to pack for yourself and 2 other people. So I'm packing for myself and the kids. And I used to talk about my mom because it would take her like a week to 2 weeks to pack. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Why do you have to take that long? And now I see. Yeah. So now I feel like I'm stressed and it's Sunday and I still feel like I'm having time.
Baby.
It's really Friday. So
I do it the night before always, which is horrible.
See, perks of being the only one you gotta pack for.
It was stressful though. I felt like I was like moving. Like I was like,
no, honestly,
I don't like it.
Yeah. Because you have to make sure you have everything. And then you got 2 other little people. And it's like, okay, now I got to make sure. And even with my husband, I'm like, let me make sure he has seat broad enough.
Because that's the 3rd child. Sorry.
I like a little
I'm not
coordination. I like a little coordination. So, I got to make sure your outfit kind of coordinates with mine.
Right.
Like
so,
that.
yeah. No, our first trip, it's a surprise for our oldest. So it's definitely like, I've been having to keep everything in our room. Our room looks a hot mess. And I'm over here like, make sure your room is clean. Get that stuff off the floor. And I know he look in our room like, and what's all that on your floor?
Right.
You got a lot of nerve.
But baby, it's all your stuff. It's all your stuff that I can't put in your room.
Right. You mentioned about getting right for your vacations, which I'm right there with you. And it's so funny because this vacation, lately I've been like on my fitness journey where like I'm scaling and measuring and all that crazy stuff. But I ate on that trip. And then I couldn't wait to get and drank. I couldn't wait to get back to not drink and to like go back to like my routine. Yeah. Which has made it easier.
I feel me versus you've always been more committed. Y'all, this girl one time, she was like, yeah, I just really want a snack. I just want some broccoli. I never craved no broccoli.
Yeah, broccoli.
That never happened to me.
But
that never happened to me.
But you never had some broccoli with some like garlic and some
I never wanted it as a snack.
Yeah, like a nice side. I got my mashed potatoes. I got my broccoli. I got my chicken
breast.
breast.
Remember that.
Yeah. But I'm not going out my way to be like, broccoli snack, yeah.
I knew this girl. She just brought a bag of like frozen Brussels sprouts for her lunch one time.
Oh no, I'm
That
not. I'm
was
finna
crazy.
eat.
Yeah, no, that's
But
crazy.
Like I
That's
need
crazy.
protein. Like
yeah, that's what she wanted.
You gotta
That's
do.
no thank
whatever
you.
you gotta do.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, baby. Do what you gotta
Mhm.
do.
For the
We
pictures.
can get into some recipes later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
What are we gonna talk about today, ladies? I know it's something good.
So for today's topic, it's gonna be about, is dating someone with kids a deal breaker?
Ciao.
Oh,
Chile. Okay, I'll go first. I'll go first because, experience. So, for me personally, when I started my dating journey, I did not want anyone with kids. That was initially a deal breaker for me. Um, and then I met my now husband who came with a child or children. And yeah, here we are, blended family. So I don't even know how to explain it. I guess when you love someone, and for me, I saw the kind of parent he was. So I guess you kind of work around it, you make it shake, and now his oldest lives with us, and that's my son. You can't tell me no different. And when you ask him, he gonna say, "I look like Janitza." Baby, you do.
when was the first time you like? Did you date a little bit before he told you? Did you know
No,
off
honestly,
rip?
he was upfront with it. I have a kid, and I was like, okay, so what do I do? What do I tell him? Never mind. I don't want to talk to you no more. You got a
Right.
kid. I'm like, how awful does that sound? So he did tell me up front, and then and I was like, okay, this will work. Because initially, when it comes to the men, a lot of the time they are not the household that the child lives with.
Right.
So, and not to say that happens all the time, because now his son does live with us full time, and we take amazing care of him and we love him so much. But initially, that's not what it looked like for us. So the kid is not there all the time with you. So you're building the bond, and then you're building that bond with the child on the side when you do get to see him. And our story is a little different than everyone else's. So that's for some future episodes that we could get into that. But
Right.
so we built that, and then going forward, now that he lives with us, it's just a little different. But yeah, that's how it worked for
Love that.
us.
Love that. Maya, how do you me?
No, really.
Mine got some tea.
Oh, um, oh, I I always say no. But I mean, I wouldn't want to like miss out on like my future husband just because he has a kid, but it is a big turn off for me. Maybe I'm just a little, I don't want to say selfish, but like yeah, like I want to be the person you have your first child with. I am like I'm a possessive
Yeah.
girly. Um, it is what it is. So I don't know. I haven't been put in that position, so I can't say yes or no. I
Right.
would lean probably towards no, but also, okay, so example, one of my friends, her roommate came to my job the other day and we were having this conversation. She was like, I have some lore, I have some drama. Cool. We sit down, we talk about it. She's been talking to this guy. It's only been like a week. They've been on 2 dates. The second date, he ended up telling her that, hey, like I do have a child. She did not like that. Obviously, she reacted as like, oh my God, no. But then she was like, well, what if I do really like him? Da 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 da. Like she was a little on the edge. So I did tell her, what if that is your husband? You know what I'm saying? At least maybe you don't have to be like together. Exactly. Like you maybe don't have to be together. Like maybe just keep getting to know each other, even if it's as friends, and like if it works, it works. Obviously, it's the same situation. Like most of the time, he's I guess in college, so he doesn't have the kid most of the time. But I was like, it's up to you. Like this could be your husband, but if you're not feeling it, don't do it. It's really I don't know
Yeah.
that simple.
And I
Just don't
think
miss
kind of like
opportunities.
what you said too, like about being selfish, baby, that was me. That is me. If you know
Right.
me, if you know me in real life, baby, I am selfish.
Right.
But you do, when you grow up, I guess, and you get into these relationships, you do think, okay, well, whoever I'm going to get with, my child is going to be their first child. And that's like the perfect fantasy. But now
Right.
at our big ages, like, is that realistic?
Yeah.
I guess
Right.
when you want to
I
look at it
agree.
like that. Like if I
Yeah,
were to have to go back into the dating pool, if I never got married right now, how many men are there out there probably that don't have kids?
exactly.
So
And that's how
that's
I
your
think too. I'm like, you are only getting older. Um,
Especially the older you get,
yeah,
more than likely they
yeah,
will have a kid.
exactly, yeah. But I
unfortunately.
also was I don't want no baby mama drama, and
No, because
bless
if
y'all
there's
out
any of
there.
that,
Cause I see y'all out there and y'all be like best friends. And I love that for y'all.
yeah,
I love that for y'all. I don't know how y'all do that, but I love that. Cause I don't know
yeah.
how that works. We don't got that over here. So but I love that for you
Like,
guys that are able to work it out and be best friends or at least, because at the end of the day it's always about the kid. The kid is the
100.
priority. So we should all be getting along, you
And if
know.
there's no feelings still like in there, like obviously you'll still probably care for the person, which I mean, I hope there's a
Right.
level of friendship base. But yeah, if you don't care for the person anymore and it's just about the kids, like it would be nice.
You have to have a level of maturity too,
Oh
as
Yeah,
either party, as the girlfriend, wife, the child's mother. You have to have that level of
yeah.
maturity
thousand
because you
percent.
can tell when you don't. People can
Yeah.
tell when
Yeah, because there's also
still act crazy.
there's
Hmm.
also a level of boundaries you have to have. Because at the end of the day, that is not your child. So some things are uncomfortable. I mean, now, like I said, the beginning of our relationship till now, our oldest, that is my child.
Right.
There is no ifs, ands, or other. The way I discipline my baby will be the same way that you get disciplined because we are your parents. There is
Right.
no other if and or. But there are when the other parent is active. There are some people that are crazy. Oh, well, don't talk to my kid like that. Don't do this. And like, come on now. So
Yeah. See, it's just rough. That's
yeah,
just I have
it
a
is.
headache thinking
Well,
about
now
it.
you can say nothing.
I still
Yeah, Maya.
I was going to say, I feel like it's different too when the other parent is active or not.
Yeah.
Because with your situation, yeah, it's easier for you to treat him like he's yours, but he is yours. Other times, since it's not that third party in there, they can't come to you and say, don't say this to him or her, don't talk to my kid like that, or I don't even want you around my kid. So I feel like that makes it easier too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me, I talked to a guy with kids before. Stop looking at me.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
I talked to a guy with kids before, but I was young too, so he could have been telling me anything. But
True.
we had talked. We went out like on a date, and he used to tell me about his kids and his dramas or whatever. He had two different women, and
It's a no. Sorry. No.
by two different women, and the one wanted to take his kid out of state and stuff, and I was young and naive too, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to you. Da, 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 da. But when you think about it, he could have been lying too, so whatever. But I didn't feel like indifferent about it. I remember I talked to my brother and I was like, oh, this guy has kids. Like, what should I do? He said those kids don't have anything to do with you. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, I guess I
And
won't
you know
care.
what? I said the same thing to the girl.
And Janisa was staring at me because
Why am I staring at you, Mike?
Why is she staring at you, Maya?
because
Because
no, I'm just saying. She want me to get dragged. I'm not trying to get dragged.
No, yeah, don't cancel our
But we were
girl.
talking because what would you do if you're married to someone and then some kid comes out of nowhere from like 5-10 years ago, longer than you guys been together,
right prior to your relationship.
and they're like, "Oh, you're my dad." Like,
Yeah, how do you
I
feel?
I know how I feel, but a lot of people
I do
probably
too.
wouldn't, so we're not gonna go.
We all know how you feel, but we gonna have to do a whole nother segment
Yeah,
on
that'll be
that.
another time. That'll be another
Yeah.
time.
How would
No, let
y'all
us know how
feel?
y'all would feel.
Yeah, in
So
the
then when we
comments.
talk about it, we can bring y'all into this conversation.
Yeah.
Or
So
message
this is
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're married. You're locked in. It's on paper. It's a legal situation.
Yeah.
A child comes from a previous relationship. Your partner did not know that this child was conceived. The child comes and says, "Hey, I think you're my parent. You're my father." How would you feel in that situation? Would you turn the child away? Would you accept the child? Is there a plan C? Let us know.
Yeah.
And then Maya gonna let you know how she feels.
One day.
Yeah, right. Stop. I love that.
Hold on.
Oh Lord. Yeah. So okay, so yeah, Yeah, you had no issues, Maya. You were like, okay, cool, whatever. It is what it is. Like,
Yeah, but like I said, I was young. I was like 21.
okay.
Because I wasn't talking to my husband then. So I might have been 20. And I was just talking. I was out there talking to people.
Yeah.
But,
As
so
you
it did
enjoy your
it didn't
youth.
work. But still,
Thank goodness.
yeah. And now I feel like it would be different too if you're older and you already have a kid. And then you're dating someone with a kid.
Because I've seen that. I've seen people that have kids and they're like, but I don't want my partner to have kids. And I'm like, that's crazy.
That's like
Like, what?
very
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
make
let
it
me know
make
what y'all think about that too. Because is that
yeah.
you? Why? Why do you feel that way? Let us
And
know.
any men and like who's watching this, like if how do you feel about a woman having a kid? Because I always hear from like certain men, like, oh my god, like no.
Yeah.
I feel like men have a harder time with this sometimes.
Yeah. They
Meeting
have
a
harder
woman
times
with
with
a
everything.
kid, like they don't want to do
Yeah.
it. I feel like women are more open just because we're more nurturing.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. We're more nurturing. Men are harder.
Yeah. But like my dad, he came into my brother and sister's lives and it was like nothing. Like those are my kids.
Love that.
You know? I don't, he never had an issue, but not all men are like that. And I feel like back to what we were talking about, I feel like if you're gonna date someone with kids, then you need to treat that child like that's your child. I don't like that. That's
100%.
his kid, that's her kid stuff.
No. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That could be another topic, y'all.
But that's a level of maturity.
That'll take a whole nother hour.
But yeah. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. All right.
And our next topic is going to be, are you ever really ready to be a parent? How do you ladies feel? The two parents.
You're Titi.
Yeah. Close enough.
I love being a titi, and I feel like I'm I'm
It
a dog
was different
mom.
because Janisa, she was planning
Yes.
to have her baby.
Yes.
My kids were surprised. Both of them just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're ready. Like, you have to get ready.
It
You
is
don't
what
have
it is.
choice. Can you pre-prepare? Kind of, but you never know what kind of child you're going to have. Like, is the child going to have disabilities? Is the child going to be born with like a birth defect? Is the child going to be colicky? Is the child going to be a calm baby? You never really know what you're going to have to prepare for. So
I agree. Yeah. So you're
you
never
do
really
it.
necessarily ready.
Right. And I had mentioned like previous episode, I think the age that I am now was like a great age to have a child. And like Maya said, I was planning, but I do think like her kids are my godchildren, so I was there a lot of the time helping her with her kids. Me and Adri's little sister, we had her a lot of the time from when we were young. So I think all of that helped prepare. But are you ever really prepared? No, baby. You could do it at 40. I don't think even then. Like you can be, because I think too. A lot of times you want to be financially stable. Because that is very important. Kids are expensive and things are expensive. And I want to buy them everything. But that doesn't mean you're prepared. Because like Maya said, you don't know what kind of kid you're going to have. That kid can stay up all night. It doesn't matter how much money you have. What is that going to do to keep the kid quiet and put the kid to sleep? So I don't think there's really any real you can be any I can't word it.
No way.
Prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
then I do feel like it was a difference too because I had my kids in an apartment. So you were able to have your children in an actual home. So I feel like that makes it easier to I don't know. Sometimes I think about the things that I could have did different before I had the kids. Like would something have been different if I could have birthed them like in the house or could have brought them home to our current house instead of home to an apartment too. So yeah, I feel like you can't really be ready because sometimes you don't know. Like yeah, you could choose when to have a kid, but you know, to be like me and they just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So you got to deal with what you got.
Yeah.
You know?
And then we had talked about like kind of being selfish and I love my kids down, love them so much. I'll get them whatever they want, but I am still very selfish. So like my house, maybe if you come in here, it's white everything. It's gold finishes. It's this, that, and the other. Is it kid proof? Not really. My come over here with my god kids and she's like, sit down, stop talking, stop crying, don't touch nothing. And it's just like I'm not like, oh yeah, you could touch everything because no, you're right. Sit down.
Because we weren't raised like that either.
Yeah,
Like,
we're also raised like that. And I think like another thing, like with our oldest, maybe when he throw himself on the couch, that sends me into orbit. But that's because I was raised with a grandmother that the couches are for sitting. That's it.
Mhm.
They're not for laying. They're not for sleeping. They're not for throwing yourselves on them. They're not a trampoline. They're for sitting and like just sitting like this, baby, I'll be in trouble already.
Yeah.
Like, so it's different things. But of course, he was raised differently. So like with my youngest, of course, I'm gonna have him more like a yes soldier.
Right. Okay.
But it is just how you're raised. There is differences all along the line, and I
Yeah.
think that's something we could talk about in the future though. But cultural differences in raising children.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with you both. I feel like no one's ever necessarily ready. Like, I mean, I obviously don't have any kids. I never had a oops, thank God. But
Had to.
Not gonna lie.
shut up. Just kidding.
They're surprising. They weren't oops.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like I feel like at my age, like if it happened, it happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Buck
Yeah.
up, soldier. Like, let's get it done. So yeah, it is what it is. I just feel like, you're never gonna be ready. Obviously you could be a little prepared as far as financially or like your
Mhm.
house, apartment, whatever, but yeah, you're not gonna really know what to do. Or maybe like educational wise, because I don't know nothing. Like again, like you two have kids. I hear a lot of what you say. I have I can't speak. A few other friends who have kids, and like I hear about their experiences. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that could happen, or that you have to deal with that. So
Yeah.
being prepared that way would be nice, but yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, and another thing, like I feel like I was with mine her whole pregnancies, both of them. But when I got pregnant, I was like, "Baby, you went through this." I felt so bad. I felt like I wasn't a good friend because I'm like, "Dang, like where was I at when you were experiencing these different things?" Like, so you don't really realize it until you're going through it yourself.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can tell you like, and I tell Adri like all this, like, "Girl, this happened. I'm going through this, or I'm feeling this," but it doesn't. I could tell her all I want until she actually goes through it. Like,
I don't really.
it's just not the same. It's just not
Yeah.
the same. Yeah.
Yeah. And it is all really interesting, which is why I go and take my birth control every day. But just kidding.
And I
No,
think
but just
it's generational too, because I feel like we were like I said, me and you with your little sister, we were always helping
yeah,
out. I
I
don't
feel
let
like
her
that was
hold
my
my
kid.
baby. This
Yeah,
girl's 18 years old. I let her hold my baby. She's like, take it back. I said my baby's not an it. But it's just like it's
she
different. They
doesn't
don't
know.
have it's just different.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
different. You weren't
yeah.
as prepared for things like that. So I don't know.
How
I
old
think
were we? We were like what 10,
yeah, we were 12
and
when she was born. Like,
12.
like we
Yeah,
were young.
we were
Yeah.
wiping diapers. We were
Changing
feeding. I
diapers,
was the
yeah.
person who told her
My
I
9,
was
almost 10-year-old, yeah. He
cooking.
didn't know that.
I was giving bath to my little nephew, changing his diapers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I changed all their diapers actually.
yeah,
Yeah, so we
literally.
prepared.
Yeah.
I think it's different too. Like my mom taught me a lot of things when I was babysitting too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So it's like when a kid first wakes up, you want to have something ready for them to eat. You want to make sure you're cleaning each body parts and make sure they're clean and stuff. I feel like it is definitely generational.
Yeah.
Like that's what I
for
was. That's
sure.
what.
Yeah. And I think also we're letting our kids be kids too. Because that is not their way to care. They
Yeah,
shouldn't have to. Like that's not your job to get this baby back. That's not.
that's
Now I'm
another
not saying
topic.
that's exactly what our parents did. I do think that they were preparing us in a sense, but at some points it is just like, oh well, you have to. No, I
Like,
don't.
no,
This ain't
yeah,
my kid. I don't
right.
do any of
That's
that.
another topic
Yeah.
I was having with we're just not gonna say his name. But like versus his how he was raised with his sister versus how I was raised. Like, obviously we did what we did. I took on my sister. And for him, he was just like he did a lot that he shouldn't have had to do as a kid, but also like he was like, that's not my kid. That's not my responsibility.
Mhm.
So, and at first it was hard to like to hear because I was like, why wouldn't you want to do that? But the older I got and the more I understood, I was like, yeah, that's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
So I do respect it. But I feel like girls are pressured into like learning all these things, which I think is unfair versus boys. Because and I think when people are like, oh well, girls are so much more mature, it's because you made us like that. Like
Yeah.
we shouldn't necessarily have to be more mature. It's just because like the way people baby the boys versus make the girls grow up,
No, they didn't get me started.
literally baby. And we're like, oh, you need to go cook and you have to go clean and you have to like, it's like what?
Which
It's
that
creepy.
right there too, I think that starts from children.
Yeah.
Because I think the boys can't play with baby dolls. The boys can't have a kitchen. My son, he has a kitchen. Does he play with it now? No, he's almost 10 years old.
Right.
But when he was younger, yeah, get in there because what are you talking about? Most of
Yeah.
the top world renowned chefs are what? Men.
Yes.
So but if you're not in the kitchen, if I'm not teaching you these things, how are you going to be,
Right.
you know, how are you going to find the interest when you get a wife? Does my husband cook all the time? No, but when I don't feel like cooking, he's in that kitchen. And that's what we instill in
Right.
our children because this
Good.
is a partnership.
Right.
So
Right. I'm not your mom.
yeah, I'm not your mother.
Not your
And
maid.
yeah, and I'm raising men. So when they get married, oh yeah, I remember that my dad helped my mom. I remember that he did this and that,
Right.
and he played in that kitchen. So,
And that's them.
okay,
My dad stayed in that kitchen.
all right.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Get
talking
in the
about.
kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Don't even get me started. I feel like I get riled up with topics like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know my kids, especially my son, I'm gonna teach him how to cook. He's gonna clean it up after
Yeah.
himself. I do feel like men get babied a lot sometimes.
So good. Wait, I love this conversation, guys.
yeah.
It was
Because
good.
the babying, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a
The
whole
babying.
get me started. Man. I feel like I was about to say something. I forgot. Oops. Brain fart. I can't remember.
Me. I love it. So to wrap this up, do we want to talk about like some foodie stuff that we've been into lately?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
You know, men in the kitchen, us in the kitchen.
Yeah. Somebody's in that kitchen.
Somebody needs to be in the
I've been in the
kitchen.
kitchen. So I've been big on steak lately, like this whole week.
Yes.
I've been making some great steak.
Oh, I forgot.
I know.
I'm almost
Neighbor.
vegetarian, y'all.
Grow up. But
Right.
I made some scalloped potatoes yesterday, and they came
Mm.
out so good. And it was
Mm.
so quick and easy. I'll definitely make that again. And then,
Yeah. Was it
I mean,
homemade?
you know, I'm a baker. I used to have like the baking business and stuff. So yesterday I made.
Put y'all with her. She still got that business. Put y'all with her.
Yeah. Because she snaps. And I don't like sweets.
I'll post the link.
If my God kids me something, God, I'm partially retired. But yeah, I made cinnamon rolls yesterday. Like I was just throwing stuff together because the kids wanted something sweet. So I had some leftover cookie dough in the freezer, and I made homemade bread for the cinnamon rolls, and I chopped up the cookie dough and chocolate chips and stuff, and that was really good. And I baked
Yeah,
that. They were asking me for
I can't
that.
wait to come over. Can you have that?
Yeah, you need to come on into town. Yeah, I'll make it for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
I'm
will
gonna
make
text you
seafood
after
bread
this.
too. Ooh, I'll do it.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I love me a cinnamon roll. What about you?
Me, okay, so like I said earlier, I'm trying to do a little bit better. So I've been trying to do at least like lower carb dinners. So I don't really know a title for what I made, but it was good. So I got, some Goya rice, Latina mommy. So we got the Goya rice with the cauliflower rice. Mix that up. So I did the whole bag of the frozen cauliflower rice, great value, baby. We cheap over here, we got kids.
That's sad.
And then did like a half cup of like regular white rice. Mix that together. I got some tuna with some light mayo and some sriracha. Mix that up, and then put like some everything but the bagel jalapeno seasoning. And I got like the little seaweed crisp chip thing, whatever. So it's kind of like a deconstructed sushi, I guess you want to call
Yeah.
it. But it was like really good. And my husband was like, make this again.
You put cream cheese in it?
I put cream cheese on the side because we're trying to do better.
Yeah.
So
my style of potatoes were high protein. And
see, we doing good out here, okay?
I
Skinny
love it.
minds. Hashtag skinny minds. So, and then I lost like a pound the next day. So I don't know.
Oh, it's working.
So it's working.
I
So
love it.
follow me for more recipes.
I love it. I love it.
What you been doing? What you been doing? You been on
I'm
your
gonna
meal
talk
prep?
about what I ate on the cruise because
Okay, yeah.
what I eat
What's
every
your
day.
on?
giving like my pre-vacation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So they had these gnocchi at this like little restaurant. They knew us. Like we were okay because when we would go, we would get like 4 plates at a time. This gnocchi. Gnocchi was hitting with like this pesto. I don't know, sauce with pine nuts. So freaking good. And then I had, what did I have for the first time? Chicken masala with like garlic naan bread.
Oh,
What was that? That was hitting. Like I never
Like the
had it.
Indian tiki masala.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which like I never had, but that was good.
yeah.
Um and then I'm like a peach bellini girly, not just because Drake said it, but I just realized that I really liked it.
Taking a
Um
drink.
a little drink. Yeah, I was having drinks. A little drinky drink. But like my normal day to day is like pretty basic. We'll talk about that another time. I am a carb girl. I eat 170 carbs a day. I'm telling you, I track everything. It's actually sick. But yeah, that's another topic.
No. No, because the reason I have to eat low carb dinners is because my coworker, she wants my downfall. This girl has made 2 to 3 loaves of sourdough bread a week. So baby, I be eating the whole loaf at work, so I have no choice but to come home and eat low carb.
sourdough is so good. I was just thinking about sourdough because I just feel like when you make that,
I
you either don't have
love.
kids or you don't have a job.
Yeah,
It
for sure.
takes
Because
like
I
2
go
minutes
buy
to
it.
make. Exactly.
I buy mine.
Yeah, I'll go to
um,
all. I'll get me a sourdough.
okay. I need her to make that whenever I come to.
Yeah, when you come up, I'm gonna have to let her know. Got it.
I want
Cinnamon
some.
rolls,
She
sourdough.
makes a regular loaf. She's done some like orange type with the orange curd. She's done
Yeah.
a strawberry pretzel salad loaf. Like sounds crazy, but so good. Guys, she did a banana pudding, sourdough bread. That is the craziest sounding thing, but it was so.
I need her to do a chili crisp with green onions, and I know that sounds crazy.
I love chili crisp. I just bought.
I never had.
That's
So good with the seaweed and like your tuna. That would have.
yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
But I made. Did you see that recipe on TikTok? And it's blanket dumplings.
No, but that sounds delicious.
I think they use ground pork, but I use ground turkey. And
Yes.
you take the wonton wrappers and you make the ground into
Yes.
meatball shapes, and you can put like green onion, ginger, all the other seasonings or whatever.
Can we have like a cooking day?
You lay the wonton over and then you season it. It was really good. And then you put the chili crisp oil over it. It was good.
I'm hungry. I love dumplings. I'm an Asian foodie girl. I'm a foodie girl, period. But like Asian food.
We love some food.
Yeah, that sounds delicious, Maya. So
That sounds good.
I'll buy the ingredients if you cook it.
Yeah, got you. So those are like little busy bites for the week. And then
you guys go ahead.
Sorry. And then
I
you
like
know,
that
we
segment.
post
Busy.
our little recipes after the show. In the credits. So you make sure you watch the whole thing so you get the real tea, which is a good meal.
And send us yours.
All the macros.
That's what I was gonna say too. Yeah, let us know if there's a recipe you want us to try that you're like, this is so good.
Yeah,
let us know.
And macro friendly because we have trips and summer's coming.
Yeah, right. Summer's coming.
Okay. I need the smallest ones and the biggest butt.
Yeah.
Please and thanks.
Yes.
All right, besties.
It was a time. A time was had. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Pretty busy besties. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty busy besties. Yeah, self-care, Sundays, flights out the country. Boss moms blowing and we getting money. Okay, good food, good vibes, girls support girls.